Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? I have a brand new game here. It's called VDTruck and it's been in Romanian for quite a while. It's a browser-based game and it's one of those very simple games to get into. It doesn't require a lot of time. It's not something you would sit down and play for a long session. It's one of those types of games that you you look in, you do a couple minutes, and then you walk away again, and you look in a bit later on. Now, I don't know about you, but I like to play some of these games sometimes. It's coming out. This video should be released at exactly the same time that the English version is going to be available in the EU and in the US. The thing with these types of games, I like to have one going every now and then, and it's the sort of thing, get up in the morning, you log in really quickly, you spend a couple of minutes just putting in a couple of orders, doing a few things, and then you go away again and maybe do the same at lunchtime and the same again at tea time. I mean, I don't know. Some people really like these types of games, some people don't. And I started the game, and all you did was you got a truck and you got a driver, and then I bought some cargo and I went off and I drove. And I clicked on the route and driver food is 0%, so I'm going to have to get some food for the driver. You've got all of these different things. Now, the thing that I like about this one is that there's a lot of detail in it. It's got potential to become quite complex if you want it to be, because you've got to maintain your lorries, you've got to you sort of set your driver's speed, driver food, damage to the vehicle, you've got to buy and sell your cargo. I mean, it's like so many of these games, it's very easy to start, and it gives you quite concise, clear instructions about what you've got to do when you start up. So I don't really need to go through it, and basically I just bought a truck and I bought the cargo. It told me about where I could sell it. You can only sell certain things in certain places. Now, ETA at the moment, I'm guessing this progress bar is how long I've got before I actually get to Lille in France. But because the food has run out, I've got to find some food. So I'm not really sure how to do that bit. But there doesn't seem to be anything. I've got one up here. That's just something. This here is just hello and welcome. This is basically like a test server. The makes this game ask me if I'd be able to do a video, and I thought, well, as it's transport and it's kind of related to like ETS2, that kind of thing, some of you may be interested, so I'll do a quick sort of look at it. Now, I don't really know how I'm supposed to get driver food, so if I click on park, 200 euros for 30 minutes, the driver is getting tired, and getting tired slowly. 200 euros. Right, I'm guessing that I can do this to buy food. So if I 30 minutes until now, this driver will get hungry slowly. See, this is the devs for this game are based in Romania. The game has been already released in Romania and it's been going for a little while. So they are porting it over to English. So some of the translations may not be brilliant at the moment. What is the cost? 2 euros there. I don't know what that's about. I don't know. See, I'm purely guessing at the moment. Quick park, 151 euros. I don't know what the cost 1 euro bit is. Maybe. Oh, can I do that? I see. Right, you just move the slider up, and then I could repair these as well if I wanted to. And then you quick park, 151 euros. So if I click that one, my food is now back up completely. And can I just go? If I click start, is it just going to let me carry on? Now, you've got to set your speed. And I set it to auto so that it automatically followed the speed limits. If you set the, it says legal speed here, 90 kilometers per hour. So if I go there, I can get up to 79 on this one. ETA, 2 hours and 28 minutes, 2 hours and 4. It'll probably go a bit less than that in a minute, but then it does it in real time. So we've got an ETA of how long it's going to be, but my driver didn't last all that long before she needed food. So I'm guessing that you kind of got to do this, and you can upgrade your drivers later on, or you can like carry food with you if you want, that kind of thing. Driver energy. So that boosts. Oh yes, you boost driver energy. there's so many like different statistics that you've got to kind of manage as you go along. But really, there's not a lot else that I can do. So what I will do is I'll record another little bit to this later on. I'm going to come back in a few hours' time after I've done some other stuff, and I'll record another little bit so that we can just sort of see if we're any closer. And this is it. This is the game. You've got this little screen here, and it's all about driver management. One other thing with this is that you buy your trucks. If we go here, you've got used trucks that you can go through and you can purchase. Now, at the moment, we've only got 8,000 euros. You've got all these different used trucks, and then you've got new trucks here that you can go and buy. Very shiny. They've all got various different points. The VD points here, that bit is all about the pay section. You know, in these browser-based games, there's always a way that you can pay some money to sort of upgrade things a bit quicker, that kind of thing. Well, that's the VD points. That's what that's all about. And then you've got upgrades to your own truck. So plus 6 horsepower there, minus 1% fatigue for a better cab, minus, oh, that's litres per 100 kilometers, a 7-litre tank. See, all of these things have got, you got loads of upgrades that you can get for your truck, and there's loads of different types of upgrades that you can get, and then you can paint them however you want to. And I imagine there's patterned painting that you can do as well. So, oh, and buy the trailers as well. If you buy, when you start the game, you have to buy, like I said, you have to buy cargo, and then you have to take it to your destination. Now, I haven't seen the map for Europe come up since I started playing the game, and I'm guessing there's another map if you're doing the US one. But it did say that if you don't own your own trailer, cargo costs more when you buy it. So there is a penalty for not having a trailer. So if you buy a trailer, it reduces your penalty for your buying and selling. And I really like the idea of, I can't click on this at all to show the map. So I haven't been able to find any. Oh, here we go, map simulation. Right. So I'm based in London, and my destination is here in France. So I'm somewhere along here, and it was a 3-hour trip. So you've got all of these places that you can go to right the way through Europe, and I'm assuming that there is also one in the US that you can start there as well. So yeah, but because it's sort of doing it in real time, if I was to select one to go all the way over here, I wouldn't be able to get there in one go with my driver. My driver wouldn't be able to do that kind of distance. So I have to do it a little bit to a time. I'd have to go from here probably to Luxembourg, and then the next leg of the journey over to Nuremberg, and then, you know, eventually you just sort of work your way through. And that's another sort of aspect. Did anybody ever play the iOS game? I think it's Planes or Airplanes or something like that, and basically all you had to do, you started off with a small airplane, you had to pick up passengers or cargo or a mixture of both from an airport, and you transport it to another airport in order to gain fees. You wouldn't spend a lot of time playing the game. Each time you sort of looked at it, you would sort of send your planes on different destinations, and then you would go. This game reminds me of that, but with a lot more detail to it. So there's the map. Let's get rid of the map. We've got contracts table. I've no idea what that is. Simplifies contract management. Let's just not worry about that for a minute. Contract list. So at the moment I've got bikes. I've got 12.7 tons of bikes. I've got a 1-star employee, and we're on 79 kilometers an hour to France, Lille, 136 kilometers. Details. This is telling I've got tickets 0, mileage. I'm guessing that's because I haven't actually arrived there yet. So at the moment we're profit minus 102% because we've spent nearly 3,000 euros. So yeah, it's very simple. It's very, very simple, and it's a very simple approach. But I get the feeling that this is one of those games that could become quite complex. If you had you build up a fleet of lorries, it could definitely become complex. So I will come back to this later, and we'll take another look at it, and we'll sort of see how we go about selling our items when we get to Lille in France, and see about sort of the next step. Well, it's been a few hours, and I have now come back to it. I've done a recording, and I've done a bit of work. It's actually been more than a few hours. Because I'm recording the entire screen, you can see down here that quite clearly it's been quite a few hours since I last had a look at it, and we've got the position where we can unload. We've got map here. If I click here, we're now in Lille in France. Have I pronounced that right? I'm not sure if I pronounced it right or not. So we can unload the bikes. We got 12 tons of bikes in our trailer, which is quite a bit. So drop the cargo. Bikes offer 4,136 euros. That's not bad, actually. Oh, no, that's unloading locations. Is that where we want to be? Yeah, we can do it here, can't we? Yeah. The cargo has been unloaded. Right, so drop the cargo. I'm guessing we just dump it where it is. So we now have 12,000 euros. And now we've got to go to load. We're in Lille in France. So we go load and we can pick up bikes. Remaining is 1,698 tons. Before we do that, let's go to the hub warehouse and see about trailers. How much is a trailer? 7,500 euros for a 17-ton tipper. Now, if we have a tarp trailer, see, it does limit us a little bit depending on the type of trailer that we get. A fridge, wood, cars, animals. So, yeah, there's quite a few different types of trailers that we can get. This one here, an 18-ton trailer, is 8,900 euros. It's not going to leave us a huge amount of money, but it should be enough. And I think then it means that we get cheaper cargoes and so on. So we'll try this. We will try buying an 18-ton trailer. There we go. It's just one click. You don't have any confirm screens or anything, so just be careful where you're clicking when you come to sell your... when you come to purchase things and so on. Because it's very easy to accidentally spend too much. So I'm hoping that that trailer is with this lorry. At least that's what I'm hoping. Your trucks, this one here, inspection after 9,700, paint, engine size. Does it say anything about the trailer? It doesn't say anything about it. Right, there's nothing there about the trailer. Never mind. Let's move on. So fireworks, I think that we need a special thing to be able to use those clothes. We could take those to Germany to get the best price, but we could sort of go close by in France. Toulouse in France, where is that? If we go to the map, that's all the way down there. That's actually quite a long way away. We would ideally like something in Amsterdam, Brussels, or Paris. We could potentially go back to London. It did take us like 3 hours to make that trip, though. It was like 3.5 hours. Bikes, Bourget in France. I think there's a Dijon in France. I'm not going to try and pronounce too many more of these because not very good. But yeah, well, you get an idea of the distances here. 469 kilometers. I don't want to take any more bikes. So if we go clothes, with 321 kilometers is the nearest one. Gravel, that would be a different type of vehicle altogether. But that's Brussels. That's only 111 kilometers. That's closer. We would need a different trailer, though. Our trailer doesn't take gravel. And these here, 888. So gravel is definitely the closest one. Although I'm thinking that we'll go clothing and there, because that requires a tipper lorry rather than a normal lorry. Clothing, I think, can go an hour. So let's try that. There. The cargo has been loaded. Now, I'm not sure. Where does it indicate whether or not I'm using my trailer or not? I don't think it does. I've got a feeling that that lorry needs to be on there because I'm pretty sure that represents our lorry. I'm not sure, though. Right, so, I don't actually remember where it was that we wanted to go. We wanted to go to somewhere in Germany. Well, why wasn't I paying attention? Oh, Köln in Germany, wasn't it? It was here. I'm sure it was. Let's click on cargo. Demands clothes. That's the one that we've got. We've got clothes. Right, so that's how it offers meat, polystyrene, fireworks, non-perishable food. It demands clothes. Right, so we need to get over to here. That's where we want to go. Distance 320 kilometers. ETA 3 hours 34 minutes. So let's go. There we go. 518 euros left. The route has been selected. So now if you click on route and you go start, although at the moment we got body damage, driver food is on 47%. If I click on the P, I can put that one all the way back up. That's going to cost me 13 euros. I'm going to fill up with diesel as well. The tyres and repairs on those, actually we've got enough, I think, that we can afford to do full repair work on everything. We do the whole lot, 238 euros. Yes, we do have enough money. Oh, driver food, I didn't put that all the way up. It's only on 97%. Let's put that all the way up. There we go, cost €1. And legal speed, 90 kilometers. Now, there was something else. It's not on here, but what's the sleeps? Fast sleep. I guess you've got to stop every now and then, you've got to sleep. But anyway, we'll start, and we'll set that on auto. So it'll give us an ETA in a little while. 8 hours. That will drop down and it'll go to our normal ETA. And then there is some other things that we can take a look at. Now, I have been offered, because I'm sort of showing a quick demo of this game. I understand that this game is definitely not going to be for everyone. There's some people absolutely hate these types of browser-based games. You can... I don't think the iOS version is going to be available on launch, but you can download a standalone copy to play on Windows. I think there's one available for Mac as well. I'm not sure, but it will come to all tablets and phones and everything as well. So you can. It's the sort of thing that you can play on your phone, your tablet, whatever you want to play it on. Is not all the versions will be available on launch. This video is going to go live at the same time as the game goes live itself. So there's sort of things that we can take a quick look at. What I'm doing, I've got this game a couple of days beforehand, and I'm going to just record my first impressions through to a few hours before the game is launched, and then I will process this video and get it uploaded onto YouTube so that it goes live at exactly the same time as the launch. So you are watching this just as the game is now live, so you can log into it. There's servers on browsers, or you can get it onto your tablet. Now, you've got up here, you currently have 0 VD points. I have been offered the chance to use some of these so that I can take a look at premium drivers and things like this. This service will improve drivers for 30 days. Will raise the distance limit between 100 and 150 depending on the driver's rating. The driver will get tired and will get hungry 15% slower. The driver will rest 15% faster. Price 30 VDP. So we'll cancel that. Buy the VD points. And that's around what you'd expect for this type of game. 16,000 is 500 euros. I've never considered spending that kind of money on a game. But if I find that I've played a game for more than, say, 3 or 4 hours, I will usually spend up to anywhere from £5 to £10. So if I found that I was really getting into this game, and I've been playing it for a couple of months, and I'd put in quite a number of hours, I would probably drop a tenner on it and get myself 140 VD points so that I could do that. Now, I need to go back, don't I? Now that it's back onto the main screen, that's not what we want to worry about. Yeah, so you got the higher drivers, premium drivers, anti-radar. What's that? Service lowers your chances to be caught by radar by 60%. That's 20 VDP, that one is. Increase your speed limit. Increase the speed limit by 15 kilometers an hour for all contracts for 20 days. So you've got various different things that you can buy with real world money if you want to, but you don't need to. It's one of those games where you can play everything in the game without actually having to spend a load of money. So our trucks at the moment, we've only got one truck, and I was thinking that it might be worth us trying to get another one. Sell directly, inspection, we won't worry about that. Services and upgrades. So we can buy these. It's these upgrades that are really cool. So you get the -1 fatigue, and you can go further. You've got plus 2 kilometers per hour on speed, and then once you sort of you start getting into it, and you start getting bigger and better trucks, you start getting something like this. Brand new ones here. Comfort is really high. Choose an engine here. So if you go for that one. Top speed 128 kilometers an hour, which is considerably more. Max load 21.5 tons. So yeah, there's a lot of detail gone into this. There's a huge amount of detail gone into it. And I'll continue sort of just going through, just doing little bits, until the game launch, which is tomorrow. This is Thursday at the moment, so we're slowly working. Well, you can see that down there. It's the 13th day, 13th of July. So I will come back a little later on when we either need to stop and sleep to get the driver some food, or we have reached our destination. We are still en route to Germany, and at the moment we're still travelling, but our driver food has just about run out. You may also notice that our rating has gone up quite a little bit. We've also got a great big pile of cash, and we look up here into the VD points. We have 5,400. We got loads of them. Yeah, the developer has said that he would give me a whole load so that we can sort of take a look at a few other things that the game's got to offer, because it does take quite a while to build yourself up before you can actually start really getting into it. So it's sort of a slow build process, but I mean, I quite like that. It's quite a nice touch to it. As we're on 2% for driver food, if we go here, oh no, we've got to stop first. So stop a minute and park. Let's load up on food. Diesel, well, we can fill up on that. I'll tell you what, let's just fill up on everything. If we go quick park, what's that? Does that just put everything back up to all the way to the top? It does. Everything is back up at the top. Driver energy, 7.79%. What's that all about? For 30 minutes, the driver is getting tired slowly. So if we pay 200 euros and get some food, you already bought snacks for this driver in the last 24 hours. You can buy them again another 6. Right, it slows down the rate at which the driver gets tired. So now, if you come out of there, driver energy is only 7%. I'm assuming this means that we've got to go to sleep at some point really soon. So let's go back in here and we'll try fast sleep. Oh, that costs 3 points. Okay, we're not going to do that. I'm going to have to go to sleep fairly soon, but we'll leave that for a minute. And if I start up again and just go to auto, that will carry on. It's carrying on to Köln in Germany. We've got ETA, 50 minutes. We may... Oh, hang on. Driver energy has just gone up. Now it's dropping back down again. I don't really know what's happening with the driver energy, but we'll see. So we've got 42 minutes left. It might get there before we need to go to sleep. And I'm assuming that it would be a real-time sleep rather than anything quick, because you've got to spend the VD points to do the fast sleep. So as we've got all these points, we could, and all this cash, we could also buy some extra trucks. So let's start with a new truck. And we've got the Ford Cargo, Renault, another Renault, Volvo, Ford Cargo, Mercedes. I've heard Mercedes are really good trucks. I don't really know very much about trucks. Scania, and I know that Scania are really good. A lot of people say all the time that Scania are really good, so we'll go for that. And we've got a 12.5 litre. We've got a 730 horsepower. That one's 590. I'm assuming that you get a faster speed if you've got top speed 130 kilometers an hour. Fuel consumption 31. It's got higher fuel consumption, but it's got a much higher speed. Max load, that also goes up as well. I don't know what Euro 7. I don't know what that means. Max load 30. So we'll go for the most expensive one. Oh, okay. We're not going to go for the most expensive one because the final price on that is 1 million euros. So even with all this extra money that we have been given, we can't afford it. We can't afford that one at all. Okay, so the Scania is going to be nothing but a distant dream for now. I'm guessing that, yeah, the price reflects just how good the machine is. So let's take a look at this. Now that's a bit more like it. We've got 420,000 euros, and if we go all the way up, there's 470. So that's just over half of what we've got. So let's buy that one. Medium fuel consumption is reached when the truck is running without a load at 90 kilometers an hour. Okay, so we've bought that one. You get that little thing come up at the top, notification up there, but you don't get anything else. So just be careful that you don't accidentally click the button too many times, because otherwise you're going to run into trouble. Now, we'll also... Actually, no, we won't do that just yet. We won't go here. We're going to go to My Trucks, and this one here is done. This one here, I need to sell to Marketplace, sell direct. No, I don't want to do any of that. How do I start it moving? This is going to be the next thing. Trailers, I don't want to sell that trailer either. Try buying a trailer. We've got 20 tons, we've got 23 tons, that's 16,500. Let's just see what we've got on offer. So, come out of here. It's this one, is it? Contracts list, new contract. No driver available. So I've got to get a driver. I think you go to that one. There we go. Hire driver. Your bank, company tax, friends. So let's hire a driver. These drivers, they change every so often, so this guy here is only 1-star rating. This one is 3-star rating. Let's go through. How much are this? That's 242 plus 0.78 euros per kilometre. So you've got all sorts of different rated drivers. So let's get a really good rated driver for a minute. I like the look of her. She looks sassy. She looks like she would... she's not going to take any nonsense from any other drivers. And she's slightly cheaper than this guy here. At 244 around 246. So we'll go for her. Driver has been hired. So that's there where you can hire your drivers. Let's go back out of there. Then we go to here so that we can go for a new contract. There is no driver available. What do you mean there's no driver available? I got a driver. Hired drivers. Right. Advance licenses fire. I don't want to... So what do I do with this then? I need to attach her to a truck. I can't remember how to do it. I did all the introduction and everything, and now I can't remember how to do it. New contract. If I go here, what is follow cest? It's obviously something that's not been translated. No driver available, no trailer. So the trailer maybe is being used. If we go here, let's get another trailer. I don't want to sell. I want to buy another trailer. And we'll go for a 23-tonner. There we go. That one's been bought, so we've got 2 of them now. Service upgrades, paint. There's nothing else in there. What's this one over here? Cities, trucks, cargoes. Right. Oh, that's all the different ones that you can get. All trailers. So you can sort of choose your different thing. You've got various info. This one here, that's partnership, so we don't want that. Is this one here? Contracts list, contracts table. No. It has to be activated using VD points. So let's not do that for a minute. Contracts list. She's assigned to there. I can't remember how you assign a driver to a truck. This is most inconvenient as far as I'm concerned. Use trucks, your trucks. So let me go. That one's doing fine. This one here, paint, upgrade, sell to marketplace. No. Contract. Can I do that? Don't know what I'm doing by clicking contract repeatedly. Maybe it's being sorted by contract. Okay. Right. New contract. There is no driver available. I want that one. Now it's doing weird things. Open contract. You have to select a truck and a driver to create a new contract. Right. There's no driver available. I hired a driver. Surely there's my hired drivers. This one here. Can I take her? What does she do? Wage, advance, licenses, fire. The driver does not have the necessary mileage to be promoted. Right, let's try hiring another driver then. I'm going to come back through and I'm going to go with the... Actually, no, I'll just go for that one. Hire the driver. You already hired another driver in the last 24 hours, so I can't hire a driver. I have a driver, but I can't assign her to a vehicle. I genuinely don't remember. Sort, contract. No. So how do you get her to... Ooh. Don't you find it annoying when you can't remember things? I did all this. I did it. I definitely did it. So if I go... Oh, hang on. Trucks. Oh, no, that's just the different trucks that you can get. You can buy that one directly. I don't want to buy anything directly just yet. Let's go out of there and out of there. And so that's info. New trucks, used, paint, yours, and trailers. Service, upgrade. I don't want to do that. My truck. I want this one here. And I want to... I don't want to sell it. I don't want to sell it to the marketplace. Sort, inspection. I could upgrade it. There's another bit that hasn't been translated there. Let's give it some speed. We'll upgrade there, some speed. The truck has been upgraded. And we'll give it some more speed here. That's plus 2%. Ooh, okay, another plus 2%. Truck has been upgraded. So let's leave that there and come out of that one. Now, where... I'm sure that you can have more than one truck going at once. There has to be... There is definitely a way that you can have more than one truck. Because it's a management game. And that's the whole point of it, is players from the last... Right, that's just different players. There is our VD point. Send all drivers, exchange, hire drivers, premium, anti-radar, increase speed limit. Okay, I'm going to figure this out a minute. Right, it wasn't actually anything I was doing wrong. I had to just refresh the client so that it updated itself. I did go, now if I go to new contract, I've got drivers selected here. I did actually try hiring another driver. That didn't work either. So currently, you remember I bought the other trailer. I bought the 18-ton trailer. That didn't automatically assign to the truck. You have to drive the truck back to your base in order to pick up the trailer. So we've got an 18-ton trailer kicking around with nothing to do, and we've got a driver kicking around. So we're going to select that one. I think you select it like that, and then we're going to select her, and we're going to select the big 23-ton trailer for her. And so now we can say open contract. Contract has been created. And what contract have I... I'm not even sure what contract I've opened. Right, so now if we go route, no, contracts list. Right, this one here, this is empty and it's in the City of London. So now if I select this one, contract has been selected. So she's now assigned to that lorry and that trailer. So now we need, we're in London. So if we take a look at the map, this is where our base is. We're in London at the moment. So we could go from London to Manchester, or we go from London to Lille. Depends, I mean, the last one's gone there, and now she's on her way over to Colne. So I think what we do is we want to, well, we need to choose a city. I've chosen a city. Cargo. Seafood, bikes, car parts, and bricks. And it demands preserves, carpets, medicine, sawdust, paint, and toys. Manchester, if you have a look at the cargo here, demands cement, cars, and waste. But anyway, you can kind of keep looking at all of those things. So if we go to load, we can decide here what we want. Trailer is incompatible for seafood and incompatible for car parts. We could take bricks at 3,800 euros, or we could take bikes. Now, I took bikes last time, so I'm going to take bricks this time. We can take these to Brussels in Belgium is the shortest route that we can do. It's 364 kilometers. We can go to Bremen in Germany, Vaduz, Liechtenstein. We go all the way to Sibiu in Romania for 2,200 kilometers. So we could take bricks, or we could take bikes to Lille in France. Car parts we can't do because we don't have the right trailer. So let's go for bricks, and we'll take those to Belgium. Well, you don't actually select your destination, you just select what you want, and then you have to remember where you need to take these. So these need to go to Brussels in Belgium. So let's load these up. There. Now the cargo has been loaded. So then I go to the map, and I want to go to Brussels. 364 and ETA 4 hours. So I select go. And now the route has been selected. So then what I got to do is I got to go onto here, and I got to start, and I got to set this to auto, so that they will auto the right legal speed. Now I could set it manually to higher than 90 kilometers an hour, but then I run the risk of getting a speeding fine, and I don't remember what the speeding fine was. So I'm just going to take a look up here. It wasn't that one. It was in here. The VD points anti-radar. This service lowers your chances to be caught by radar for 60%. Validity period is 10 days. Price 20 VDP. Now we have 5,400 VDP points, so we will get this one. Actually, no, we're not going to get that one yet. What we're going to do is I'm not going to increase the speed limit either. I'm going to click on route, and I'm going to take it off of auto, and I'm going to just bump it right up to 150 kilometers an hour. Our ETA is now 2 hours and 40 minutes. 2 hours 35, right? That's dropping down. It's going to calculate that out. We'll have ticket points. I don't know what happens now. So we're just going to basically, we're going to wait and find out what will happen if we get speeding fines or anything like that. We've got 2.5 hours left on that one. So let's go to there. Now I want to change my truck. How do I change? Oh, no, you got to go to here. You go to contracts list and select that one. There we go. Contract has been selected. So now we can take a look at her. She is almost out. She's about ready to... Oh, no, she has stopped. Driver energy is on 0. So start, stop. I can't go. Oh, yes, I can. Right, that's climbed back up a tiny little bit. That's okay. That's going. But I think she's ready to rest. So what we'll do is we will stop that one because it's not going to get there. She won't get there in time. So what we do is we'll stop that one. Oh, stop. Park her up, and we can't do fast sleep. How do you do a sleep then? I need her to go to sleep. It might be that she's got to go until she actually runs out of energy. What's this one? Oh, that gets rid of the contract. So, yeah, I can't do that. Now if I go here and not new contract, I'm going to go here, I want to go to contracts list, and I want to select her. There we go, the contract has been selected. She is bombing along at 150 kilometers an hour and doing just fine. I've actually been going on this longer than I originally anticipated, so we're going to leave these going now, and we'll come back a little bit later and we can find out what happens when the I keep pressing the wrong buttons here. We can find out what happens when the driver gets too tired. So we'll just go in here, and oh, it's 0.2%. It's still stopping. I want to know how you send your driver to sleep. 0.8. It's going to stop, so we may as well just hang around and we'll see this. Tire damage is up 0.3. And now she's stopped. She's obviously pulled over. She's too tired. She can't do any more. That's it. It's out. So we switch that one. We'll stop there. Does it just go up as you go automatically? If I go fast sleep, that costs 3 VD points. Quick park, that puts everything back up. But the driver energy is still there. So I think what you've got to do, I think you just got to leave it, and it will slowly accumulate over time. But I don't know how long you've got to leave it for. So I'm going to leave it for a little while. I'm going to come back in a few hours' time, and I'm going to do a little bit more to this. Hopefully that will have increased. And we'll also see if we can get a couple of cheap trucks, and we'll send a few more out. Because that's what this game is really about. It's you're managing a big company. So you've got several of them you've got to do, and you've got various upgrades and stuff you can do to your truck. So, yeah, we'll see what happens when in a few hours' time, when hopefully she will have rested. Here we go, just logging back in. You received 2,000 euros. Log in tomorrow for a greater gift. Right, so we get a daily gift, which is an excellent thing. I've always really liked that the games that give you the daily gifts. Well, these small games. When you play MMOs like World of Warcraft, I played World of Warcraft for several years. I really got into World of Warcraft. The game has moved on from what I really like in a game, so I'm not into it anymore. I haven't played it for quite a while, but I've still got my account. I've still got Frithgar the Insane. And you used to get, there was incentives all the time to log in every day and do things. But you generally find that with MMOs, you log in every day, you do things, you do lots of things, you keep doing them, you keep doing them, you keep doing them. And you end up, it eats up hours and hours every day. And it's so easy to get caught up doing that. A game like this, log in, get your reward, you've got a couple things, and then you can go. And that's what I love about it. Right, so now driver energy is at 100%. It's several hours later, it's now 9:30. So I've done a few things. I went out and we've come back, and I can't remember what time we left. It was about 6:30, wasn't it? So that's 3 hours. 3 hours of driver energy is back up to 100%. So we can go now to start and put it on auto, 79 kilometers an hour, and ETA about 40 minutes to Cologne, Germany. Actually, I think it was less than that. It was going to be less. We'll let that one sort of figure out what it's going to do. Driver food on 99%. Everything's looking good on there. 25 minutes. So we can come out of that one, and then we go to our main offices here. We go to contracts list. We select the details on this one, and we press that one there, and we're in Brussels already. Ha ha ha! What I don't know is, did we get any... let's go to the map. Start a new route. You must first pay the ticket. Oh, right. Brilliant. So we did get picked up by some... We got some speeding fines. So hang on. So what is that one? That's 3,000 euros. Now, let's unload. We got bricks that we got to unload. We offer 6,944. How much did we pay? I cannot remember how much we paid for these bricks. Drop the cargo. No, I don't want to drop it. I want to sell them. There you go. Cargo has been unloaded. Does it have... Hang on. What about here? Contracts list, new contracts, contracts table. That's the thing that you've got to have the... Right, well, we're going to do that. Be activated using VD points. Offer a bird's eye view over all contracts. Do you want to activate it? So, yes, we want to activate it. Helps you send all drivers to sleep. Buy VD. Oh, premium table and premium drivers. So what's the premium table? This service will activate the management table for 20 days. It will help you by simplifying contracts management. Price 40 VDB. So we'll buy that so that we can, because we're going to spend some VDP points now, or some VD points now, because they've been given to us. Now, we did take a look at the prices, so we know that they can be pricey. However, now let's go contracts list. So where's the contract? Where's the table? Load. Right. Well, we can't take seafood, beer, or ice cream, but we could take cardboard. 3,657 euros. I'm pretty sure that if we go here, we have to pay our 3,000 euro ticket. I'm pretty sure that we lost money doing that because we were speeding. That we were speeding the entire way. Where's this contracts table that we bought? Brussels. We're in Brussels at the moment. What have we got? Don't know what that means. Origin, destination. Okay, that's just looking at the map. Contract. There we go. Right, so now we can go on here. So this one's in the city. It's empty. That one's clothes. Colm. The Renault Magnum 2000 doesn't have a trailer. This one's got a tarpaulin 23-ton trailer. What about information there? Truck was gone from Lille to Colm. Loaded with clothes. London to Lille. Loaded with bikes from London. Right, so you can just sort of see back through what they were. Doesn't actually give you the amount of money that you used. It's a little bit of a shame. Right, so, that's without trailers. I don't know what these buttons are. I don't know what I'm pressing here. Start, stop. Have I stopped her? It's contract has been selected. Oh, no, that's all right. Okay, let's not worry about that one. Go back to here, go to the contracts table, go to this one, and just do it like that. Right, so we want to load, and we want to take some cardboard. Before I do that, there was another VD point thing that I was going to take. It's not from there, is it? You go to that one. Anti-radar, 60%. Less chance to be caught for 10 days. Okay, so we'll buy that one for 20 VDP. Can I go for that again? Do you want to extend it? You'll have the service. You still have it for 10 days, right? So we don't want to extend it. Increase the speed limit. This service will raise the speed limit with 15 kilometers an hour for all contracts for 20 days. It's be available after you start a new route. So we'll buy that one as well. Been raised by 15 kilometers per hour. That means that we're less likely to get hit by the speed cameras. Cardboard, we'll take that, and we can sell cardboard here. So if we buy it for 3,600, we can sell it for 6,700. Bordeaux in France, 6,600. Actually, I think the best price is Bordeaux in France. That's 905 kilometers away. We could do with a different trailer, really, couldn't we? I think we could do with a better trailer. I don't know what sort of trailer the beer and the ice cream and stuff takes. Well, that would be a refrigerated one. I guess the seafood would be as well. No, that's okay. We'll take the cardboard. Right. Load. Cargo has been loaded. So now, hang on. What did we want? Where do we need to go? Was it Brussels? Bordeaux. I think it was Bordeaux. Too long for your driver. Cargo. Demands. Cardboard. So, we can't go there in one go. We're in Brussels here. We cannot get all the way to Bordeaux. It's too far. So, really, we want to go from there. We want to get to Paris next. And then from Paris, it's a straight line down. So, if we go to Paris towards 500, that's ETA 6 hours. That is too far. So, we will go to this one. And we will go. Set that one going. So, there. And now we've got to go here. And you've got to press start. If I go auto on this one, legal speed is 105 kilometers an hour. That will give an ETA of 6 hours. 5 hours and 60. It's getting less. So, anyway, that one will get part way. We won't get all the way, but we'll have a look at that. I will look at that in the morning, and we'll see how far they've gone. I'm just going to stick within the speed limit now, I think. Actually, no. we spent all that money. This one, I'm going to go absolutely flat out. We're going 149 kilometers an hour, and we will see. That is we're going to put the hammer down, and we're really going to go. Driver energy is on its way back up. We could do with some more driver food though. So let's just stop a minute, park, and quick park. 450 euros. Everything's back up to the top. Start up and go kapow. We are going to absolutely floor it all the way through. It wouldn't really make any difference. I could just stick with the speed limit. I didn't even need to spend the VD points because by the morning, when I get up, it's going to have arrived at the destination. So that one will be fine. So then we go to here and contracts table, because this is the easy one that we can look at. And we want this one here. Contract has been selected. Let's press the X there. Route. She arrives in 12 minutes. So I probably won't see that tonight. I'll probably see that in the morning. So if I get rid of that one as well, and then I go to the hub warehouse. Now I'm going to go to used trucks. I've got another driver hanging around with not a lot to do. That's 156, 91. We got 300,000 up here. I've got some 2-star rated ones. The Mercedes Actros. I'm going to go for a Mercedes. I think this could be good. Okay, let's buy the Mercedes. There we go. You already bought a truck in the last 24 hours. So you're limited to the number of trucks that you can buy. Paint, new truck, service upgrades. No. Let's go here. Premium drivers. Hire drivers, exchange. Send all drivers to sleep. Increase the speed limit, premium table. Well, we've done that. We've done that. Premium drivers. What is this? This service will improve drivers for 30 days. We'll raise the distance limit between 100 and 150 depending on the driver's rating. The driver will get tired and will get hungry 50% slower. Okay, we're not going to get that now. And you've got extra drivers here that you can hire for 10 VD points. Select the rating. Oh! You can select who you want and you can have them on a full 5-star rating and hire them for 60 points each. We've already got a driver though. I mean, he's not the greatest. He's only a 1-star rating, to be fair. But wage after 6 days, wage after 7, wage after 7. Advance. The driver does not have the necessary mileage to be promoted. Must have 20,000 kilometers. This one here needs 1 million kilometers to advance. Now, licenses. We can buy licenses. I can get auto transport. I can do fragile transport for 5,000 euros. Driver needs 2-star rating to get this license. So she can't actually get anything at the moment. Now, flammable stuff needs 4-star rating. So that's 2, 3, 4, and 5-star oversized transport. This driver, however, this young lady here, she can get this one. She can get this one for 15,000. She can get this one for 50,000. That's the only one that she can't get yet. She needs a 5-star rating. So we can't buy that yet, but it does mean that we will have extra things that we can do later on. So she's just got to keep racking up the kilometers. This guy here, he can't do anything at the moment, so we can't advance him until he has reached 20,000 kilometers. We don't have a truck for him. If we go to the bank, this was the one other thing that I wanted to look at. Go to bank, and taking into account the company rating, the bank give you a maximum of 920,000 euros for a period of 5 days with an interest of 5%. We don't want that. Lottery. Every day at 2300, 6 numbers are chosen between 1 and 24. Lucky players that have guessed 4 or 5 numbers out of 6 will receive 25% or 40% of the lottery money. If somebody guesses all 6, he will win all the money. In case that more players have won in a specific category, then the prizes are divided equally between the winners. So it works just like a normal lottery, and it costs 200 euros to play. So we've got to put the numbers in here. So between 1 and 24. So if we go 1 in there, we go 15 in there, 22, 17, 8, and 7. There is our numbers. So we got 1, 7, 8, 15, 17, and 22. We play that, and so that's a daily thing. So at the moment, the jackpot is 63,000 euros. We're going to play, so the jackpot goes up even further. You've bought a lottery ticket. We can choose. We can get more than them. We can get more. We could do another one. I could do this. 1, I'm trying to see how you can like get them all in. So anyway, 4, 5, and 6. Play. 200 euros. You bought a lottery ticket. For a bigger chance of winning, you can buy another ticket with different numbers. Okay, so there's the lottery. And then you got a raffle. Every player with rating of over 0.2. Now our rating is 184.04 because we were just given extra rating, just so that we could take a look at the game, see how it works. So because we've got a load of extra rating, have the right to buy a ticket every day at 2300. One of the participants will be designated as winner, will receive 75% of all money gathered. To give equal changes to everyone, you can only buy one ticket per day, and it will cost you 200 euros. So we will play. Your ticket has been bought. You got various winners here for several days. Every player, and every day it does the raffle. So you got the raffle and you got the lottery that you could do every single day if you want to. This program is destined to all players with a minimum rating of 0.1. Players have the possibility to buy a second truck with installment payments for 30 days, every 2 days without an advance. So you only get the one truck that you can buy. It's because when you first start this game, you don't have a lot of other options. It does take a little while to build up. But I'll tell you what, I'm starting to get into this game. This is the kind of game that I do get into. And I very rarely actually spend very much money on these types of games. I normally just do it as it is and sort of see what I can get. So I would look in, you know, once or twice a day for a little while. It looks like we've actually got there. Yeah, tire damage, everything is, yep, that's fine. Okay, so we park. Quick park, 8 euros. Well, I'll do that. I'll fill everything up and stop there. It says route, but we've arrived at our route. Contracts list. Details. Trailers, tickets value. We don't have tickets. Ah, I see. You go to tickets. Tickets value, 3,000. Tickets number 6. Oh, what about logs? We go, oh, no, it just does that. It doesn't actually say, it doesn't give you the prices that you paid. Right, route. If I go auto, ETA, 39 minutes. Did I stop too soon or something? I thought I set it going again. I'm sure I set that going again. I'm not sure why she stopped. ETA, 22 minutes. So let's leave there. That is now running. So that's now running on auto. And if I go to the contracts table and I go here. And right, that's, oh, start, stop. So you can basically, you can look at them really easily. Quickly. Go to route. This one is 3 hours and 34 minutes left. So anyway, I will see you in the morning and we will carry on with this. This is really looking like the sort of game that I think that I would enjoy. I think I'm going to be playing this game quite a bit, and it's the kind of thing, it doesn't take very long at all. Once you get familiar with the interface and where you've got to go for each of the different things, it's literally 5 minutes, in you go, you set your trucks, going where you're going to go, and then you're done. And then you can come back at like lunchtime, do it again, tea time, do it again, before you go to bed, do it again. It's the kind of, I play these kinds of games on my phone. Just gives you an indication how much of a gamer I really am. When I'm not playing big games, when I'm not recording games, or I'm not playing other games on my own time, I got a little game like this going on my phone that I will look in at a few times during the day just to carry it on a bit further. And this one has the potential for getting nice and complicated, and that's what I like about it. Well, we have arrived in Tours here with the bigger truck. This is the one. To start a new route, you must first pay the ticket worth 5 points of the sum of 2,500 euros. I really must stop speeding. So we did more speeding. We paid for the avoiding the speed traps. That doesn't seem to have worked. So perhaps we should just stick with the speed limits. So yeah, with a 2,500 fine, it doesn't appear. I mean, we'll have to do that in a minute. So we set the route to Bordeaux. That's where we want to go because we've got our cardboard on board. So that's where we need to get so that we can unload. ETA, 3 hours and 57 minutes. Hop on to there, and then you just go to route, and First, we'll go to the park bit, and we'll make sure that all of these go back up to... We go quick park, and that puts everything back up to the top. 25 euros is the driver wage, so she's a good driver. And then we just stick it on auto. We go to 105 kilometers an hour. So we're not going to speed. We're not going to go silly fast. I think personally that if you... I mean, you go here, the anti-radar, right? Chances to be caught are reduced by 60% for 10 days for 20 VDP. I don't think that's worth it. If you could remove the chance of being caught or something like that, or reduce the fine that you pay, then maybe it would be worth it. But considering that we've just had... I mean, we may have gotten unlucky. I don't know what it would be like over a really long drive. I've got no idea. But increasing the speed limit... That's definitely worth it. Do you want to extend it? So you can only increase it by 15 kilometers an hour. You can't increase it more than that. But it's definitely worth paying out for that one. Exchange VD points. I see. You can swap some for... So let's try swapping some for some cash now, shall we? Because we got over 5,000 points. And this account is only valid for... Well, it's only like 12 hours now. And then the actual game itself will launch. And so that will sort of be it. That'll be over. But this is definitely a game that I'm going to carry on playing. So I'm going to exchange 1,000 VD points. That's €500,000 you get for that. So you do get quite a bit. But at the same, I mean, it is expensive, I suppose. Send all drivers to sleep. I don't want to do that at the moment. That would be really handy. Like, if you're going to go and do something for a few hours and you want all your drivers to be refreshed, you send them all to sleep. You go do something for a couple of hours. You come back, and then you can send them all away. But yeah, anti-radar, I think that could use some improvement. The premium table seems good, although, again, it's... I mean, yeah, this is good. It's handy being able to sort of look at everything like this. So we go to this one. Contract has been selected, and then you've got these little bits up here that you can look at. So this would be unload, that's start, that's stop. I'm not sure what that one is. And then you got park. So if we go on to that one, oh, you can't actually see anything. Is that like do the main park thing? So we want to go. We're on clothes and we're in Colne. So this is where we wanted to get to. Clothes, the offer is €3,879, so we will take that. Cargo has been unloaded. So now we load up. This is the vehicle that's got no trailer. And I'd like to get a trailer with it, but we've got a trailer back in London. So if we have a look at the map, we're in Colne, we want to get to London. So if we take a look, distance is too long for your driver, choose a closer city. Demands preserves, carpets, medicine, sawdust, paint, and toys. So if we could get a load... so that we could head back towards London. Colne offers meat, polystyrene, fireworks, and non-perishable food. Let's just have a look at the different ones. It's a shame the cargo thing doesn't stay out. Meat, right? So we could get Colne. We could get meat from Colne. We could deliver it to Lille. That would probably be the best one. And then we can go from Lille over to London. What have we got? They offer bikes. London. Cargo, seafood, and bikes. Yeah, so we can. Oh no, demands preserves, carpets, medicines, sawdust, paint, and toys. And right, so they don't actually. We can't get anything from Lille to go to London. We might have to travel there empty or something, or maybe we go up to Manchester or something like that. I'm sure there's a way. Let's get from Colne to Lille first. That's what we're gonna do first. So if I go load from here, it was meat that I wanted, wasn't it? Lille in France, that I will get 4,270, and here it's going to cost me 3,000. So that's the one that we're going to go for. We're going to go to Lille. So we'll buy the meat, 3,047 euros, and then we go to map and we set our destination to Lille in France. It's 3.5 hours. Go, and then we go to route and start. Set that on auto. Now, we can only do 79 kilometers an hour on there. I got an idea. Let's stop a minute. I wonder, can we upgrade this truck while we're driving? We got truck here. That one there, I want to upgrade it. Now, that's plus 6 horsepower. That is minus 1% fatigue. Better mileage. Plus 2% less damage. That's plus speed. and that's the 70 extra 7-litre tank. So we want the fatigue would be good, so we buy that one. Because we're not in a headquarter city, the charge is greater. You'd be taxed 10% more than the displayed price. If the payment is done with VDP, there are no additional taxes. So we will do the upgrade anyway. And then we'll go for this one when we'll get the additional HP. This one is 2 kilometers per hour on speed upgrade. So you can upgrade quite a few bits. So we could do another upgrade here. Buy that one. Yeah. And buy that one again. Yeah. And then we'll go for this one and we'll buy this one. We'll get a few extra horsepowers under the engine. I mean, it's probably going to give us poorer overall performance. So we want this one. This is the good one. This one is plus 5 kilometers per hour on speed, plus 10 kilometers per hour on speed. So we've upgraded that one a few times. So now if I come out of here and I go to the route, now if I go to start auto, we can go 100 kilometers an hour. So we're going to get there a lot quicker. We're making a lot, taking advantage of various different bits and pieces a lot better. So ideal. That's excellent. That one is traveling along quite nicely. So in a few hours time, I'll do one more look at this. I realize this video has probably gone on a very long time now. I think I've done 4 or 5 separate sections of it now. And literally it's just me talking about this non-stop. So I will come back in a few hours time so that we can just kind of set the final destinations to go for there. And then the other one is, no, not there. I keep pressing the wrong one, don't I? I don't want there either. You click on that one, you go to contracts table. So we go here and now, how do I look at the parking stuff? If I go there, that's just going to park up. So you can't quickly change over to this one. Body damage, so yeah, that one's doing just fine. She's on 105 kilometers an hour. We can't increase that. The lorry could potentially go faster than this, but if we do that, we get speeding tickets, and it's just not worth it. So hopefully there's a way in the future that you can like avoid getting loads of speeding tickets. But I imagine when you've got this, you've got your contracts table. If you've got like 15 separate trucks moving around, it'd be quite entertaining. Just keeping them all organised and making sure they can all go to the right places and everything. I think it'd be great. Actually, I think it'd be really good fun being able to do that. It's a kind of simple yet complex type thing that I find quite entertaining. So yeah, we'll come back in probably about 4 hours, just wrap it up and do the final little bits here, maybe start another truck going if we can. You've got to wait 24 hours between buying trucks, and then once we're done, we can well, that'll be it. We'll call it a day, and then I can get this video sorted and uploaded, and when this video is live, the servers will be up and ready and everybody will be able to play. Well, I think this is going to be about it for this game. I've probably gone on plenty long enough now. This vehicle here is almost arrived in Bordeaux. It says 0 minutes left to go, so I'm assuming... Oh, hang on. Oh no, driver food is 13.71, so she's going to get there any second now, so we don't need to worry about that one for a minute. Let's go to our contracts table and go to this one. Oh, yeah, she's already here. And we take a look at her. She's in Lille, and that was where we wanted to go, wasn't it? We wanted to stop off here, so 4,200. So we will sell the cargo here, and then if we have a look at the map, we want to go to London, but I don't think there's anything that we can buy in Lille. We can buy bikes, clothes, gravel, and fireworks, and London requires preserves, carpets, medicine, sawdust, paint, and toys. So there's nothing that we can deliver to London. I think we can just drive there, though. I think we could just do that. If I just say go. Yes. So I'm going to be doing this without any... I don't have any trailer. I don't have any cargo. I've got nothing like that. So what that will mean is I'm going to do a quick park for 304 euros, and that will fill everything back up. Go to start. Go to auto. So that will go 100 kilometers an hour. I'll tell you what. No, we won't worry about upgrading it now. So yeah, that one's en route, and we had here, we've already got a third driver. We hired this other driver. So let's see if we can buy another truck. That was one thing that we didn't do. We've now got nearly €1,000,000 again, so we can buy another truck. The driver himself isn't that great. This is 438,000. Let's go back out of there. I want to get a really cool truck. VDTrucks. I understand these are pretty good. 852,000. Okay, we'll go for that. That's quite a truck. You already bought a truck in the last 24 hours. So I did buy it too recently. So you can only buy one truck every 24 hours, which is a bit of a shame. But it does... It really sort of emphasizes that this is a long-term game. It's not something you will sit down and you will play for hours. It's a very quick log in, do your stuff, log out, go away, come back another time, log in, do a bit more. And that's something that I really like. I like that kind of thing. I like that kind of game. It's something that I've always appreciated doing. So we're in Bordeaux, which means that we can drop off the car for €5,392, and I think we only paid like 3,000 for it. So now that we're in Bordeaux, this truck we don't need to worry about going anywhere. Oh, I'll tell you what we could do. Let's just upgrade this truck a minute. Your trucks, this one here, we can paint it. So let's take a look at painting first. So alpha color. I don't know what alpha. Oh, I see. This is how bright or dark you make it. So you can literally go for any color that you like in the red, blue, and green stages. And if we go, let's bring that back. Really pump the green up. Pull that back down. Now, what happens if we go? I see. Right. So, you can sort of. I like that color. Okay, I'm going to paint that one. 40. You need the truck in headquarters city to paint. Okay, so we can't do that. Service and upgrade. We can do this. I'm sure we can do this. What have we got? We got plus 14 horsepower, minus 1 fatigue, and then the extra kilometers per hour and so on, plus 3 kmh. But I mean, the trouble is that doesn't really make any difference because we're already going at max speed. We can already get max speed out of it. So we can do the fatigue is the main one. That's what we want to do. So we want to upgrade. I know that it would be better off if we were to do this while we were in our main city, which for us is London. So there we go. That one's all the way up. And this one here, less litres, more horsepower, less damage to the truck, a higher speed. I think that is just a higher potential speed, isn't it? It doesn't actually increase the actual speed you can travel at, which is a bit of a shame, because it does mean that you can't do very much else. Right, so here in Bordeaux, we can only buy bikes. Ice cream cars and ice cream are incompatible. So we will buy bikes, and we could go to Brive-la-Gaillarde in France. So we could, if we spend €4,000 on here, we can go to this place in France for €7,500, and they're all much the same. Even if we travel for 3,400 kilometers, we're not going to get a better price. So that is about as good a price as we can get. I mean, you could get slightly higher down here if we go another 280 kilometers, but we're not going to do that. We're going to go there. So we want to buy those, and that is going to net us about 3.5 grand. So now we go to map, and it's only just over there. It's just a short hop. Go. Now we go to route, and I will go to the park first, and we will put everything back up to the top. Quick park. Everything's back to the top. You can also go and you can spend €200 for 30 minutes. The driver is getting tired slowly. So we'll buy that one. 30 minutes until now. This driver will get hungry slowly. So the food consumption slows down dramatically, which is really good. And our driver energy is at 55%. That's the one thing you got to stop. You can do a fast sleep. That's the other thing you can do. That costs 3 VD points, and that's probably one of the best uses of the VD points that I have seen. So the driver is fresh. So now if you have a look, driver energy 55. Hang on. Let's come out of there and then go back in. Maybe that'll do it. Yes, driver energy 100%. So it does work properly. That's fine. Driver wage is now only €15. I'm sure that was higher just now. So let's start. Set it on auto, so we can go 105 kilometers an hour. We can't go any faster than that. Even though our truck is capable of doing more than that, our truck can actually now do 152 kilometers an hour. And that's going to have us arriving there in an hour and a half. Less than that even. But we don't want to get speeding tickets, so we're going to put it on auto at 105. And that's going to take about 2.5 hours, so that's fine. She's en route. Where did I want to go here. And we can't do a new contract, we don't have a truck. So let's take she's on her way to London, and she's traveling empty because we wanted to... driver energy is only 10%. So she's going to have to rest soon, and it takes about, I think it was about 2 hours for your driver to rest completely and be fully restored. So when she does eventually get there, is there a way to look at the map? I think you go here, don't you? Yes, you need to go to map. So she'll go to London, then we'll be able to put a trailer with her and her truck and so on. But anyway, this is my final little bit of this. You've seen the game now. I've sort of showed you what there is to do, and the longer you play this, the more complex that it could get. You could have 100 trucks. Well, I'm assuming you can have 100 trucks. I don't know. I don't know if there's a limit on the number of trucks, but you can have loads of trucks. You can just keep going. You have got destinations all over Europe. There are upgrades to do for your drivers, upgrades on your trucks. Some things I think are worth it. Some things I don't think are worth it. If we take a look here in the VD points, you can send all the drivers. Increasing the speed limit is definitely worth it. It's a shame you can only increase it by 15 kilometers an hour. I would prefer, rather than extending it, to increase it by another 15. So a total of 30. The anti-radar, I don't like this one. I don't think it's worth 20 VDP. And I've said this to the creator. They asked me to take a look at the game, so I give an honest review. I don't think this is worth it. I think you should either have this and lower the fines as well, or remove the chance of being caught. Otherwise, what's the point in buying it? So, cancel that. The premium table is really good, although I'm not sure it's worth the 40 VDP. If you've got a whole load more trucks, then it could very well be worth it. But when you're actually looking at the park thing, the fast sleep for just 3 or 4 VDP, that I would say is worth it. That is something that does seem to be worth it. Like this girl here. So if we stop a minute and park up, when we do the fast sleep, 3 points. Sleep, spend the 3 points, and I mean, it doesn't, you've got to get out there and then go back in again. She's now fully refreshed. I didn't have to spend any time on it. So yes, that I would say is probably worth it, but some of the things I personally don't feel it's worth spending the money on. And then we go to the bank. We've got the lottery. We've got the raffle at 2,300. So, oh, you can only buy 1 ticket a day. I already bought the ticket, right? So we don't need to worry about that either. So yeah, this game. This is my last sort of little installment of this. It's now 13:42. I need to get this video sorted and uploaded so that it goes live at 8 o'clock, so that you can all watch it. I hope you enjoy this game. This is definitely... these types of games aren't for everyone, but I do like these types of games. I do play them periodically, and this is one that I am going to be playing some more of. There's something about it, there's a little charm to this one. It's very simple, but yet there's potential to be quite complex. I've said that several times through this video, I realise. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please head down below and give me a like, and if you really enjoyed it, please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. But until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.